And how are you feeling today?
How am I actually feeling today?
Mm-hmm.
Today I woke up very, very happy. To be very honest, I can't place why.
But you just woke up happy. Does that happen often?
Relieved, not really. To be very honest.
Yesterday, how did you wake up? Upset?
Nah, not upset. Every time I try to be grateful, but not upset. Just worried.
Worry? Worry about what?
No. Just
nothing too serious.
Nothing
just
too
like
serious. Just
how to take over the world.
Yeah, exactly. You can have it all. You can have it all complicated in your head sometimes. In my head sometimes.
What's your morning routine like? What do you do when you wake up?
To be very honest, I'm writing a song right now about just having everything disfigured. I'm gonna be lying to you if I say that I have it all structured properly. But I try my very best to read a chapter of the Bible. Immediately I wake up and just have that serenity before you come into all of this.
Reading the part of you reading a Bible, when you wake up, does that tie back to childhood memories or upbringing, your parents? Was that something that was because in my house it was compulsory, at some point, like my mom would sit us down, you have to read a chapter of the Bible every morning. I'm pretty sure Ebuka can read it. So was that something that as an adult you just
it's the average Nigerian childhood, waking up and having that devotion. But for me, I studied theology last year.
Why?
That's dope, actually.
Why? Wow. Okay. I don't think a lot of people know that about you, do they? They only know that he made a beautiful song like Arike, and then all of that. Do they know that you're really big on the Bible side of things?
Not really. I don't try to gain anything of it. I don't try because if people know this, they tend to Christian, but like I don't try to gain anything of it. I'm ready to find something and I found it already. So exactly.
I would have asked what you found, but
it's just truth. Just truth.
Just found the truth.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
How are you feeling about like spirituality right now?
I feel amazing. I just feel like I know too many things, and I wish I did. I don't know them at this age. So that I can have my bad boy life. Don't worry, I'm just joking. Let's move on, please.
Okay, we can do that.
We have to get through the story. You're a man who is I think you're very observant about yourself. You're very focused on yourself. Well, let's talk about you growing up, or really 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐒. You have been on the streets. You know what it's like. At what point did you find that desire to do music? Although you could call a number of superstars who have grown up from I think a number back in the day, I'm from 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐒, Ajadi, all the spots, but coming from the streets and everything, what was that point of view where you decided to say, you know what, I think I want to do this music and it's my way out of this place?
That's such a very good question, to be very honest. I'm not really I don't glaze about myself like that. I don't really say I don't think about so many of these things. I don't hold on to them too, but like I say, growing up in 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐒, I did not grow up as a street boy. You can tell from the way I probably
I think so
together. But like I grew up with them. But like I was privileged enough to have like good education, even in the proper street of 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐒. I was lucky enough to have like good education, so it kind of opened my eyes to see. I had the experience of what good life looked like and what terrible life. So it was. Like I was in between.
So it's just like a balanced version.
I
can learn, but then I can make my choice on what to follow.
Exactly. So me, I have dreams of going back to 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐒 to help, because I think about it almost every time. I call home a lot of the times. All those boys, they have my number. I think about them every time. To be very honest, there are projects that I want to work on. I've been saying it in like few radio stations. It's called Reshape. You guys will get to know about that program very soon. The more money I make, I put it into that project
that's beautiful
to help those boys, man. I love them so much.
I think that is so interesting. I love your perspective to life. I love how you see life. I think for the few minutes we've talked, I think you're somebody who has a unique perspective as to how you want your life to look like. Well, let's touch on the fact that you said yourself that you had certain privileges, and we do have to admit that basic education in Nigeria, if you have that's a big privilege.
Shout out to Momsy, shout out to Popsy. There are many things that they did not give us, but you see, education they tried. I seen my dad do multiple jobs. I'm not even sure my dad can put a sentence properly like that. But he made sure that to a degree. At some point he moved us to proper church school. He understood that once the foundation is is right, you can always build on it. So I mean,
let's build on it.
Exactly.
Let's build on it. So then you got the education and all of that, and then you decide music. Why not law? I think I should just ask, like any parents would. Why not law? Why not engineering? Why not that? Why not maybe become a lecturer or professor? Why music?
I'd say my story is very different from the regular average artist.
Okay.
I like to read, so it's not like as if I didn't like school. I was actually proper bad boy in school. Like my grades were up there, but like I found music in the church, almost like every average Nigerian artist.
I think so too. Yeah.
My dad is a pastor, so
okay. We just finished our interview and it was also PK,
exactly.
So it's for the PKs.
Shout out
to me, Pastor Chide. But yeah, my dad is a pastor. I used to play the drums. I fell in love with the drums when I was like 6, and I became so good. I started to play in like the main church by 10. I was so like, that's like a gift, that God gave to my family, because it kind of like helped us go through a lot of the things, and a lot of people were giving us money just for the fact that a small boy was playing in church, and and at some point we were having rehearsals and they told one singer to do something, and it became a problem for him, and in my head I'm like, it's not so hard, like, and I just did it randomly.
Was it like a slow or some of those
like a riff for a song, and they were like,
and I'm a bad
guy. And in my head I always feel like this thing will go farther, so I just did it, and the guy heard it and was like, do it again, and it's like, bro, anybody ever told you could actually sing? And SS3, I went through something very terrible, and it was in that solace that I started to write, just start putting words together.
Something terrible. You want to talk about it?
I don't know. All the stories are very long. If you don't tell the entire thing, you wouldn't really understand.
First of all, it's like heartbreakers. Some songs that you
want heartbreak, just real life.
Okay.
Real life.
And then you started making music. What's the first song you ever sang? Maybe somebody's song or your song. What's the first song you ever sang in front of people?
I'd say this. I think I told Simi when I met her that the first song I wrote was like a rewrite to 𝐒𝐭𝐴𝐍𝐿 Damn You Delilah.
Ooh, so why that one?
The babe I was dating, I knew was Nabila, so I changed Delilah to Nabila. It was just a very easy way to.
What did she do to you though?
Forget Nabila.
so you wrote a song for Nabila.
Yeah.
And Nabila just olala.
That was good. That was very good.
I'm so happy we're here now, because this is the point where you found music found you, and I'm so happy Olubukola brought us here. But now we talk about your rise and writing Arike. This is an important part of you, because this put you on the map, guy. It's crazy. 3 million. Over 3 million. Viewers or listeners, something just on TikTok alone. People have used the video just from that one song, the writing of the song. At what point did it come to you?
Shout out to the Holy Spirit. I wrote that song in 2023, and then before then I used to be a songwriter. And are we good?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Before then I used to be a songwriter. I was writing for like a lot of people that you might know. Obviously I used to be an industry writer. Just writing for them and not looking to be in that scene. Just trying to just be in my own corner, hoping that the money will come and I don't have to be doing things like this.
Right.
Exactly. But it wasn't working out. The writing wasn't working out, and I made Arike, and the moment I made it, I just knew I had something special. There, for every true creative, when you've done something special, you know. And from there I started to write the project, and immediately I was done, I decided to look for people that believed.
What were the other songs you wrote aside Arike at that period?
Around that time.
I left Arike and I did not write anything for 2 months.
Wow.
Was that deep?
It was that deep.
So you said that you had to start finding people who believed in you and your sound. What was that like? What was that process?
So let me tell you, and this is to every upcoming artist listening to me, everybody. I always believed that if you have something of great value, the moment you can build something of great value, the right people will come. Like I genuinely had the idea of, if I can make a song that you can listen to and like at the spot, you would invest in me. So I was just tirelessly trying to make that song. So I made like 100 songs before I made that Arike, and the moment I had done it, I I just knew that anybody with smart ears,
Yep.
They were just
they listen to this, you will know that this is gold. Exactly.
What were some steps that you personally took to make sure that people would see you and appreciate your sound? Were there certain things that you had to put in place to make sure that you were that person that anyone would want to listen to?
To be very honest, apart from there's very little I can do on my own, and I still have to accredit it to God. But like I'm saying, it's just intentionally trying to work on your craft. You know, like I studied poetry. You know, like after school, like I took poetry courses because I just felt like, you know, I wanted the songs.
You're somebody who likes to gain knowledge a lot.
Yeah,
you went for theology, you took courses on
poetry.
I
took poetry before even theology. Poetry made me like reading, so it was when I already was a reading guy that I picked theology, by the way. But yeah, the other things that I do to make sure that, you know, the song sounds so beautiful.
You don't want to share your secret recipe with us?
I don't even think if you have the secret recipe, you can recreate it, to be
okay. We can recreate the feeling right now.
Yeah,
we can. Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to the song and understand, you know, with KUNMIE, what took him through this process and who is Arike, by the way.
Is Arike?
To find out.
Everybody else.
It's not Nabila, isn't it? You're still listening to 92.3 Inspiration FM, your number one family radio station for a reason. And we have a family man, as Sabinis would always say. You know, he's comedy, but he's not just all about family. It's all about you also. You, the listener, making you his family and making you enjoy good music. And of course, with a relationship with God, this man has every side figured out. KUNMIE.
I don't have every side figured out.
Well, when you have God, you have other things, don't you? Exactly. So where we are. So we play the song again and we play the remix. Now that remix is out and we listened to it last week. It's on Friday.
Yeah, we're listening to it on Friday. We're talking about the song.
Olubukola, I'm going to hand this one over to you because I mean, I would say she's a huge fan of the remix.
Yeah, I think it's really good, right? Because I think that this is such. It is your song, but it's also a Simi song. I don't know how to explain it. It sounded so much like her. So talk to us about the process of bringing Simi on the song. Was it inspired by the cover she made, or was it something that you guys had in the works already?
Genuinely, it was obviously the cover that prompted the remix.
Okay.
But we always had in mind that we were always going to do a remix for the song.
Did you have other people in mind?
I don't know if I'm supposed to spill, but you know, there were other versions, other people, but I mean, this one worked perfectly. Also, the blend of Mabel and Simi. Mabel is an amazing artist. She sent a version first, even before Simi. We've had it like for a while, but how to like put it together, it just worked perfectly. The remix, Simi starting, me doing my little thing in the middle, and Mabel closing it off. I think it worked.
How do you feel about the fact that when people listen to Arike, right? Arike is supposed to be that sad song that when you listen to it, right? But ladies jumped on this song and they made it a song of like, oh, it's also a song that makes you feel special and beautiful. Were you aiming for that, or was it supposed to just be the song that would make everyone reflect on that first love that left them or something?
I don't know about artists though. I don't know if people go into the studio trying to say, oh, I'm trying to make something to make people feel. To be honest, we just make music, and how people receive it is up to the people. You know, I've had people tell me that, oh, this song helped me. My mom died last week. This song is helping me. This song is comforting. And I'm like, it's not a burial song.
People like chose their interpretation for it.
People always it's just how you can talk about like the VTU record, and you know, somebody turns it into something entirely from what it was. So I mean, I know that I try to make something as very emotional as Arike, and, you know, just something that I can cry to. Yeah, I've always wanted to cry to my own music. So,
how many times did you cry to Arike?
It was just one.
You still cry to it whenever it comes on, maybe in the car?
I don't easily cry like that.
Okay, so but you feel, you know...
Yeah,
you get in that mood.
Sometimes I'm like, Kai, what kind of song is this?
That's about the mood. We need to talk about your EP, right? After Arike became like that song that everyone wanted to listen to and all of that, you decided to drop an EP on the 4th of March 2025 before we became strangers, and you had 4 songs on it, including 𝐒𝐭𝐻𝐶𝐻. Let's talk about the making of the EP.
The making of the EP or the making of 𝐒𝐭𝐻𝐶𝐻?
Everything, like
everything.
The EP,
So I mean, I was telling you about my phase where, you know, I somehow blanked out from the world, you know, and it was in that moment that I knew I needed to use that feeling to make a full body of work, you know, and I just started to write about, you know, how I became strangers with the babe, and but that was real. Before we became strangers, real story. The babe's voice in 𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐶, you can hear a sample, a voice note.
Oh my God!
So that was
That was
her.
her. That was her.
Hope it wasn't Nabila. It's somebody else, right?
No.
I'm tempted to say her name because she's such a special human being. She did not deserve that. Yeah, that was. She gave me the name too of the project. You know, I was done making the songs, and she just called me randomly that day. You know, I think she had blocked me, and then she just called me randomly that day. And she said, "Oh, you used to send me your songs before we became strangers." And I'm like, and instead of me to be like show sympathy and be like, "I'm sorry," I'm like, I just got the call. I got it. Like, I found the name.
Men are good people. That's so unfair. Why'd you do that?
But we have the song today. We have the EP, and we're happy.
He's happy with the EP too. I mean,
are you guys, trying to work yourself back to being together?
Nah. She told me she's with somebody right now.
Yeah.
Life is sad.
You missed out. I just have to say you missed out. Great person.
You not even wait.
Very inspired woman. Look at that. Would you look at that?
Do you see what she said about? Can you see that?
Life is tough.
Look at this person. I can't.
Well, I think another thing I want to know is, how are you enjoying the experience of being an artist right now, though? How's KUNMIE feeling? How are you feeling right now at this point?
I don't know. I don't even know how I feel. But I can always tend to know how I feel from the songs that I've been making lately, and they are beautiful. They are amazing records. I'm very proud of myself.
We have happy songs coming.
I don't know.
No happy. No.
Not like Got to dance to.
Okay.
For me, there's just a very vital element in my song, and that is you have to feel it.
Okay.
Like you have to feel it. Like it has to make you feel like Jesus Christ, this boy again. So regardless of whether the BPM is on 200 and you're dancing, you still have to feel emotions in it. Yeah. Because music is first emotions before anything else. So yeah, how I'm feeling right now, I don't know. Particularly today, I don't know how I'm feeling, to be very honest, except I want to lie to you guys. I don't know, to be honest, but I'm enjoying the journey. It's such a beautiful journey. It's something to be grateful for. Is it? Sometimes you just click and you're like, oh, you are this guy, I'm gonna share you an experience. I don't know if I'm allowed to. The experience was just, somebody randomly saw me yesterday, and bro, this nigga was almost crying.
Language.
It was
language.
Oh, sorry. It was sorry. My bad. It was almost crying, and it just showed me how much people really liked, or people really like me, and people really appreciate the music.
Yeah.
And how much they connected. So those things are things that when you wake up in the morning, you're very grateful for. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's been challenging. It's been tasking. But aside that, we thank God.
Okay.
All right. We're thanking God with you, KUNMIE, and it's so amazing. We're all huge fans of you, and we wish you all the best from here onwards.
Which rapper is going to make a record?
Yeah, it's on the microphone.
That's really good. That's a really good question.
I mean, for the kind of sound, right? It's beautiful. So it just reminds me of so many years ago. I mean, I just want to think about moments like when MI was in his prime, like with the album. You know what kind of magic you guys would have made?
Me and MI,
In fact, you on the hook, and they have like some, crazy rap.
I have songs with already like dope rapper OGs in the game right now. No. To be honest, I'm not one of those artists that try to. I don't have a song right now with MI and Vector. But MI is such a.
I think you need to do something with them.
Yeah,
MI is out of this world.
It's the GOAT. I don't know. Am I allowed to say GOAT?
I know you're allowed to say GOAT.
MI is the GOAT.
You probably have something like a 1 naira.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be really nice.
True.
I mean, you have like records like that, songs that
classic.
It's just gonna be there forever. True. So I think you should do that.
True.
Maybe just on one of those.
Let's see. If I meet MI, I'll tell you.
But of course, we can tell you one thing that will be here forever. It's KUNMIE's song. Right here on the stage. KUNMIE, it's been amazing. Where can people find you on social media?
You guys can find me on Instagram at KUNMIE Official, Twitter the same handle KUNMIE Official, Same with TikTok, 𝐒𝐭𝐚IE official. My snap is private. I beg.
Nabilas. This is the Nabilas.
That's where all my babies are.
Well, his song is not private for you all. You can listen to it right now, and make sure you stream. Take this man, keep him at the top. It's amazing.
Yeah. So
this
he has to go now.
He has to go.
But then let me ask him the last question before. Now, how does it feel? You know,
I didn't know.
You made a record about a particular person, like your experience with a particular person. Now a song is like that, like the project is blown, like you're doing so well.
Yep.
And she's also like enjoying the project.
Yes.
But occasionally, when she get calls like, "Yo, so what were you thinking when you wrote this line about us?"
Yeah, so she's like, you're lying. You know what? Yeah, the funniest one I've received from her is, you know, I'm saying, if you leave me, I might die before my time. And then she just comes and she's like, why are you still alive?
I like her. You see, I like her. I really like her. I like her. She's very petty. I like it.
She's very petty. She's dramatic. Yeah, I try my best, but to be very honest, she can relate to almost everything I did on the project. I didn't lie. It was very easy to write. Just thinking about memories and just putting them in melodies. Exactly.
Beautiful.
I didn't lie too much.
And that's why it's always very sweet when they say right from your heart. It tells the best stories.
Like mad.
But I can tell you why you're here, because you're not petty and you put it in.
Yes, so that's why I didn't die.
Please, let's go and listen. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let's listen to the song, and of course more music coming your way on the Lunchtime Show.